Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have a very interesting article coming from the Jerusalem Post, so from the Jewish state. And it's regarding Yevgeny Prigozhin. Yevgeny Prigozhin is the boss of Wagner, a private military company slash mercenary group founded by Prigozhin, and it's a Russian one. If you're not familiar who Wagner or what Wagner is and who Prigozhin is. Now this article will tell us what Prigozhin claims that is accurate and provide some more insight into the possibility of that event to occur. And Prigozhin claims that CIA and the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, discussed his assassination. So let's see what's going on over here. This article, as I said, comes from the Jerusalem Post. And this is from January 24th, 2023, today. Wagner's Prigozhin said Zelensky, CIA, discussed assassinating him. The leader of the Wagner mercenary group has made claims that Ukrainian and American leadership has taken action to, and I'm quoting, liquidate him. Okay, so let's see. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and the CIA had discussed the assassination of Wagner mercenary group head Yevgeny Prigozhin, the Russian oligarch claimed on Tuesday morning. In response to a question on a supposed assassination plot, Prigozhin said that this press service had made him aware of such a discussion and joked that it was a very good idea, end quote. I'm quoting Prigozhin. I agree that it is time to liquidate Prigozhin. If they contact me, I will certainly assist, end quote, Prigozhin said, according to his press service. Well, I don't want to say that Prigozhin is a courageous guy or anything, but in the name of threats, humor tells me, at least, and ancient Greeks and other people, that the person is really courageous, or maybe has self-confidence that could not be completed. But usually when you find out that CIA wants to take care of you, if that's true, obviously, then, you are a dead person. And this guy is still making jokes on that. Now, I don't know if he's on the toilet having diarrhea at this point, being scared to death. But anyway, these are his statements. So let's get going, continue reading here. Press Secretary Dmitry Peskov referred Russian outlet RIA Novosti, I'm guessing, to the Russian special services when asked about an assassination plot, but wouldn't rule out the very validity of the news. And I'm quoting Mr. Peskov. Oops, no, don't do this to me. Opa, let's go back. No problem here. Just make it smaller. All right. So it's even deeper down here. Okay. Ukraine, and I'm quoting Peskov, Ukraine is related to assassination attempts and a complete monstrous murder. Let's remember all the same those assassination attempts that took place, the murder of journalist Daria Dugina and so on, Peskov told RIA. Let's make this bigger a little bit, because they didn't like me, I guess. Therefore, and I'm quoting, therefore the involvement of the Kiev regime in such assassination attempts is obvious. Therefore, there is such a danger for our citizens. I don't know if that was obvious or not. Now, this is the inside. Wagner private military group center opens in St. Petersburg. It's too tall, could be hit by missiles. Not good, but looks new and very, very wealthy or rich, doesn't it? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12 stories high. Strategically planned assassinations. Dugina, daughter of political theorist. Alexander Dugin was killed in a car bombing near Moscow in August. According to Reuters, the Russian FSB security service has accused Ukrainian intelligence of masterminding her murder, which Kiev has denied. Prigozhin had written to White House National Security spokesman John Kirby Weasel on Friday after announcing that the Wagner private military company PMC would be designated a significant transnational criminal organization. The Wagner had refuted the claims, demanding clarification on the crimes that the group had committed. That's how you do it in a normal state of mind. Kirby, the Weasel, said that Wagner has received an arms shipment from North Korea on behalf of Russia, which would be used by Kremlin forces in Ukraine. Wagner has long been supporting the Russian war effort against Ukraine and was responsible for the Kremlin's battlefield advances. On Monday evening, U.S. State Department spokesperson Ned Price said that the designation comes as part of, and I'm quoting, a broader discussion about the destabilizing influence that the Wagner Group is having, not only in Ukraine, but in other parts of the world, including in parts of Africa. Yeah, they are outclass you or something. It seems like, and I'm quoting, we're reaching for every appropriate and effective authority when it comes to countering the activity of the Wagner Group is engaged in, said Price, and I'm quoting again, when it comes to what we announced about our forthcoming plans for the Wagner Group, the activity that we've seen on the part of the Wagner Group allows us to meet the threshold that is established under the Transnational Criminal Organization Authority. I think I said something else before when I referred to transnational criminal organization. Price said that the U.S. had a broader set of actions that it would announce later that week, but did not detail them. Oh, sign up for Jerusalem Post. Join now. Here I'm doing it right now. Yeah, wait for me. Make sure you... Anyway, I was about to say something naughty because I don't do that. So, is it possible? Well, I don't exclude that possibility. Prigozhin did not provide evidence, but neither do the Americans when it's about this. When they say that guy's a terrorist, they tell you that, and they can tell you, yeah, it blew up this and blew up that, and how do you find out? They tell you that's a bad man, and they don't provide you more information. Why? Because you don't deserve. That's what it is. So here we have Prigozhin, I guess, doing the same weasel thing. But hey, what do you want? This is the way things work. And you believe it or you don't believe it, that's up to you. But always look at the patterns. And when you look at the patterns, you find out that that's a big possibility. Not because US assassinates people. No, I'm not saying that. But in general, what I'm saying is you can assess someone's next move or the decision to act in a certain way based on previous experience, previous events, previous actions, kind of in the same context. So doing that, memorizing it, paying attention, and then making a pattern of that, which I will repeat that, then you could possibly guess what would be the person's decision or entity in that particular event that is very similar to the 50 that you already observed. And out of the 50, you have a consistency of about, let's say, 97. Most likely, in the following situation, they will act the same way over there. It fits the pattern, the behavior, the worldview. So, I don't know. What do you think? Well, I guess Fidel Castro is a good example, isn't he? Is that a pattern? I don't know how many attempts were made on his life by... Huh? And not only Fidel Castro. I gave Fidel Castro because it was the low-hanging fruit, you know, the easiest fruit to use, an example. All right, but there are many others that ask Maduro, maybe he's going to tell you, and Hugo Chavez or others, and some are successful. Look at Allende. Wasn't he taken care of, you know, in South America? So, and not only Allende, there are other people that were helped to move to meet whatever creator they think is over there waiting for them. So, this is what Prigozhin said, and I guess if Russia gets in bad shape, all he can do is just commit, or maybe he could do it as the other guy did it in on the 30th of April 1945. Remember, in Berlin. Maybe he can do the same thing, because he has no chance of. Maybe he's going to be on a runaway here and there with his army and so on. Going to put up a fight, or he's going to create a little country somewhere with Kadyrov. Going to join, hands and will defend themselves over there. But they will be taken care of. How old is Prigozhin? He looks like about 60 or something, 50 some, 60 some, around 60. So he's got what, 60, 70, 80, let's say 20 years. He can survive 20 years. But where is he going to get his money from? From Kadyrov? And Kadyrov is going to take his money from where? In case Russia collapses as these weasels want. He's not going to be able to win anything unless Prigozhin gets engaged in the same thing and returns the favor of these guys, which is engage in terrorist acts, assassination attempts, and so on. And therefore, he's going to say, if you keep doing this, well, I'm going to keep doing this. So what are you going to do with them? Don't negotiate with terrorists? He's going to continue doing that. I think he can do that. Unfortunately, this is the world it seems like we are going towards. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.